Hello everyone, and my kittens, and welcome back to VTuber Skitty Plays Canon. In last episode, that name, Mikoto Sawari, they were a name of a girl who I was desperately in love with. No, it must be a coincidence. That girl was what, 3 or 4 years older than me? There's no way the Mikoto I know today is even my age, let alone older. In which case, it can't be the same person. They have been there, in my room, all those years ago. That's just... You must look pretty ridiculous, a boy and a girl and a cat sharing a single bed. Wednesday, January the 20th. Oh, pork bun. Oh, yeah. A noise in my ear wakes me. The sleepy Mikoto has just tried to take a bite out of the cat's. Got him? Oh no! Poor Piro. Rose getting drowned by Yuichi, and now getting numbed by Mikoto. Go back to your own room, you stupid pig. Ow! Okay. I'm not sure she grasps the situation, but she does at least get out of my bed and leave my room. Piro follows her, the stupid cat pig. The way she's shambling. Mikoto's still half asleep, and quite liable to return to her slumber when spot. Maybe she thinks she's gonna get to go back to sleep. If so, she's quite mistaken, the stupid pig. Instead, today she goes to leave the house with me. Oh, it's too cold. It's winter, you dumb pig. There would be something seriously wrong if it was like sweltering hot. You can't talk, Yuichi. You complain about the cold all the time. Shut up. I'm just making conversation, Jays. There's no need for you to be so snappy and mean and beat me up all the time. She's right. But I don't care because I'm a douche. We've been on bad terms for so long, I've started to fight back reflectively. Which isn't good. She's just making an honest attempt to be friendly. Isn't this the kind of relationship I've actually been trying to foster? Yes, it is. So stop being stupid. Looks like snow. At least she doesn't have seemed to be crushed by my response. Unfortunately. Yep, that's what you get, Winter, you dumb pig. I know that, I don't need you to tell me something's wrong. If it were raining like fish eggs. I'm impressed that she knew exactly what I was about to say. The dumb pig. It's not difficult to guess. It's not difficult to guess what you're thinking, you know. It's always something stupid. Mikoto is right. Yuichi is always thinking something stupid. When I'm with you anyway. Seems to be contagious, you dumb pig. Makes it sound like I'm the silly bun. More like we drag each other down. Oh, that makes sense. Hang on. Aren't you still saying I'm stupid? What's wrong with that? It's more fun than being serious. Make the most of it. You won't get many more chances to get away with being a stupid dumb pig. Really? Probably doesn't sound so offensive, put it that way. At any rate, there's a bit of a bounce in her heel. She hurries ahead. I follow her, lengthening my stride. Whatever that means. Sit down, everybody. The fourth period drags on past the lunchtime bell. Even once we finally set free, I didn't bother to make room for lunch. There's nothing to be gained from being hasty now, since I don't hang out with Maya and Sayuri anymore. The cafeteria is at the busiest, and the crowds at their thickest. Well, I got that stupid dumb look-like girl in there too. To barge in now would be inviting crushing and bruises. Anything good will be gone by the time I reach the counter, regardless of the method I used to get it. Shut up, Yurichi. So I'll take a roundabout route. Head downstairs the long way to kill time and give the cure a chance to regain sanity. On the right, I pass a familiar face. Unless she has an identical twin. It's the girl I exchanged a few words with after school yesterday. She's alone today too. What a loser. Not that I can talk, because I got rid of all my friends anyway. Because I'm a douche. Consider again. And that which struck me after I parted ways with her yesterday. Namely, the possibility that this girl might consider befriending Mikoto. What she said then implied that she had a positive impression of her. She called her a good girl. Something you need to learn to do more often, Yuichi. And if she's feeling short of friends herself, like she looks like because she's a loner. It's these thoughts that prompt me to address her. Yo. Yes, what do you want? She stops and turns around. You. Seeing my face, she seems to relax and lower her guard. What is it? I was just wondering if you could spare a moment. What, right now? Duh, if that's okay. Have you had lunch? I have. That was quick. You fat pig. I don't eat a lot. You skinny pig. I never realized that there was a direct correlation between quantity and eating and speed. Don't quite get it, but okay. Fine then. Think fast, trying to fit in this new information into my plan. Then let's go. How about the cafeteria? I haven't eaten yet. So you're coming with me? But I've already eaten. rather go somewhere a little less crowded if that's... Of course then. What about the quad? It would save you from having to eat fast. And we might just see a sick little girl on a balloon, floating away over to Luminar City. Will it be a bit cold? I'll be fine. Fair enough, Ninny stupid. I guess I'll make do. Alright, let's do that then. This girl's voice is sweet, gentle and low. She listens to what I say and responds thoroughly and politely, totally unlike Makoto. I think when they're like beat up Makoto, stash her body somewhere and then like steal this girl, dye her hair ginger, and put her in Makoto's clothes. And take her back home and say she's Makoto. I'm impressed. I doubt further conversation will reveal further good points. Okay, we might as well go on ahead. I've got to run over and buy a roll or something. Take your time. There's no need to rush. I'm seriously impressed. This girl is Makoto's complete opposite. Just as a friend. Don't only be a positive influence. I have a good feeling about this. She waits for me outside. When I reach the crotch, she beckons me over. Kinda cold. Are you sure about this, you dumb pig? I ask her again as I approach. I'm fine, I've said this already. She answers without hesitation. I shrug mentally and drop the subject. Let's find somewhere to sit then. The steps are my early option as I perch gingerly on the edge. So, shall we start with introductions? Yes, I am Aminil. They don't know how to say your name. It's kind of close to my name. Amino, is it? Please don't have to worry about what to call her, the dumb pig. Unfamiliar juniors get the plain family name treatment automatically. Because I'm a douche. I'm Yurichi boyfriend too. It's been a while since I've said my last name. Right. I doubt that's your last name really, but okay. Whatever you say. Call me whatever you like. Call me Big Brother. Have this conversation again. I'll stick with boyfriend too. Sure, whatever, just call me boyfriend too, Kyun. In a Valley Girl accent. I deposit my drink. Can of oolong tea. On the side beside me, I'm going to unwrap my lunch, a sushi cone. The question now is how best to proceed. I'd probably better not jump straight into the point. That might be too shut-in. Oh no. I wasn't expecting a choice. Doesn't want to say this one. Breaking the subject too soon. And he said he didn't want to do that. So I'm gonna say, you know, I'm new here. Talking about myself because I'm a douche. Did you know I'm new here? Of course you did, because you would have recognized someone as handsome as me if... You would have recognized someone as handsome as me if you'd seen me before. How are you? Good for you. Yeah, I just moved here about like 2 weeks ago. You and I've been doing this Let's Play for like 4 months. I started in early summer. It must have changed quite a bit while you were away. How did you know I've been here before? Did you stalk me? I already tell you. No. Then how do you know? Are you a stalker? Are you gonna stab me? I guessed since you said you knew that girl yesterday. Huh? Sorry to get confused. And weird stalker vibes from this girl. How did you get from me knowing her to me living here before? I just moved here and I haven't had time to meet people. I mean, have I just met her recently as Dumb Pig? Oh, did you? The reply is vague and notably fails to address any of my points. My feeling that she's a rather strange girl continues to deepen. I think she's gonna stab me and like bury me in the snow. Anyway, that's why I don't really have many friends yet. I see. Come to think of it, I don't even know how many people I can talk to this easily. Really? I suppose you've got a lot of friends. Probably stashed in your basement. You're a creepy stalker girl. No, I don't have any friends. Just like me. You're kidding. Not everyone has friends in school, Yuichi. Wait, maybe that was a little too forceful. No, I really don't have any friends. She didn't even bat an eyelid. Her reply came back immediately before I could even qualify my words. I'm momentarily thrown. I'm surprised. I guess you don't look easy to get to know. But I think it's worth the effort. Just drop your stalker tendencies and you'll be fine. I backpedal furiously, trying to find a better way to approach the subject. No, I'm used to it. It's my fault after all. For being a creepy stalker. Maybe you're just not assertive enough. Put on your dominant boots and become a mommy dom. No, I'm not very good with strangers. And I'm very submissive. I'm not dominant at all. But everyone's a stranger to everyone else at first, right, you dumb pig? Just have to talk to people. It's not easy, Yuichi. Remember Makoto last episode? It's not easy. I suppose you're right. No, he's not. Don't agree with him. Now that she mentions it, question popped into my dumb head. Even I was a stranger till yesterday, wasn't I? Or could it be that we met before a long time ago? Yuichi, not everybody in this game you've met when you was a child. Stop trying to break the fourth wall. No, you're right, you're a stranger till yesterday. Well, doesn't that prove you can do it if you try, you dumb pig? No. What do you mean, no? Am I gonna have to beat you up? It was... because you said you're a girl boyfriend too. That's the only reason I can talk to you so easily. That's the second time she said that. Sorry, I just had to ask, but do you know the dumb pig? No. She's lost me. God work out what she's trying to say. She seems to be contradicting herself at every turn. The dumb line. Girl. If she makes a habit of this, I think I can make a pretty good guess as to why she's short on friends. Don't be a douche. So about Rikoto. The dumb pig, I mean. Let's get to the point. Yes. She's really shy, you know. She just doesn't let anyone close to her. I have to physically go, break her boundaries and beat her up. I mean, there's another girl who lives with us. And even she hasn't befriended her. Because we're not on her route, because she doesn't exist for nothing her route. Alright, whatever you say. I mean, it just doesn't work if only one person is trying to be friends. Yuichi's got to be two-way. Why is he saying there should be two dots between his name if he's saying it? But if he's thinking it, there's no dots. So is he thinking his own name? Yuichi has got to be a two-way. That would be my reaction too, if he's said his own name. See, like this. And she's at an age where it's just too important to have friends. People you can talk to about the problems. You can't just hold all that in by yourself and to talk about your period. To talk about boys. Are you trying to tell me that I should be a friend? Why did the music stop? Her voice hardens. The change is sudden and startling. It's as though she's suddenly filled with anger. A change that shatters my image of her as a quiet, gentle girl, and more enforces the creepy stalker vibe. Surely you wouldn't be so cruel. Her eyes are hard, as though she's looking at something she finds shameful. They're not fixed on me, but on the ground there's something beyond it. Something seems to be making her very, very angry indeed. But what it is though, I have no clue. I'm lost for words. I won't do it. I won't be her friend. Never. Amino, you... Finally managed to get my mouth open and force out words. Do you know about her, don't you? I'm not lying. I don't know her. So why are you so angry then? I don't understand. It's like you just jumped to some sort of stupid conclusion. Yes, I'm certain of it now. Of what? That you knew that dumb girl. When? A long time ago. She really does sound so certain. She replies unhesitantly, and in a tone that brooks no distance, no distent. But you don't remember, do you? No. Of course you wouldn't. After all, back then she was. Chill runs from her body. As well I might, given the weather, but this feeling is more than that. Feel like my blood's frozen in my veins. I have a really, really, really bad feeling about this. Stop. Don't say any more. Shut your little face. I interrupted her, smacking him in the face. What? Being who she is, she didn't blink at the smack in the face. Please don't say another word. Alrighty. She doesn't. Can't think of what she might have been about to say, but I'm certain it would have upset me badly and I would have beat her to death. The girl could probably talk about disasters befalling her own family in a total impersonal way. Well, maybe not quite that, but still. As I sit there bewildered, she stands up without a word, just walks away. And the bell rings, as I was been waiting for this cue. Begin to wonder whether I should have just avoided getting involved with this Amino girl to begin with. Her every word seems almost precisely aimed at disturbing me. The creepy stalker girl. What a worst point might have been the tendency to daydream. But this is far worse. To maybe the reasons she has no friends, but I can readily believe this is the main one. Could be troublesome if her words, her delusions, would disturb my relationship with Makoto. Not that I have much of a good relationship with her anyway. Spend the afternoon's lessons absent-mindedly twiddling my pencil. When school finally ends, I pack my bags and leave the classroom quickly. In case she's out there somewhere, ready to ambush me with a knife and to stab me and to bury me in the snow. I'm actually relieved to make it to the school gates without seeing any familiar faces. Not even Kaori. I mean, Kaori just pops up and goes, "Oh my gosh, boyfriend too cute. Americans, they just happen easily, you know. Hey, have you been waiting for me?" Not long. Makoto's there, her face flushed red as usual. Come on, let's go home. I take her shoulder and quickly guide her away and home. Makoto spends the rest of the day shut up in a room. I assume she's lost in a usual manga-filled dream world called Pokemon. Pokemon Legends CA. Zere. Whatever. Dinner comes, ends, and after that, drift into the living room. And join my aunt and cousin as we watch Valley Girl on Ice. We bathe. Not together, but in the usual order. And then there's nothing left to do but to go to bed. As I'm about to dive under my quilt, my door snaps open and a light spills in from the hall. A small female body is shudder-ratted against it. "Hey, Yuichi." "Oh, it's you, you stupid pig." It's Pero, really." She's holding the cat tightly to her chest and rubbing his little head. He himself is pawing wildly at the air, probably desperate to escape this ordeal. Why? Very liked Makoto. He says he wants to sleep with you. You can speak cat language, can you? Nya 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 nya. Nya 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 nya. Mew mew nya. Of course I can't, but I think it's what he thinks. Whatever, I don't mind. She patters over. There you go, Pero. The cat joins me in bed. So unfortunately does the stupid heathen who's hugging him. What's wrong? Are you stuck to him? Ow! I'm asking you what you're doing in my bed again, you dumb pig. I want to sleep with Pero. And Pero wants to sleep with me, so get lost. So everyone ends up together? Is that the idea? Yep. Do you visit any room, you dumb pig? Can't take this anymore. The whole point of having enough bedrooms is that we can all have our own beds, you dumb pig. I don't sleep peacefully, you know. I roll around and stretch my arms and legs out and stuff. No problem. I'll just fill the gaps in and sleep. That'll be quite a feat. You won't even have a comfortable night. It's just wrong anyway. You can't go around sharing a bed at our age. It's indecent. What does indecent mean? Don't you know anything? Look, basically, if people find out we're all sharing a bed, they would assume we're living in sin. I don't get it. Just get out, you dumb pig. I'm nearly asleep. I can't walk all the way back to my room. She snuggles down under the quilt till little but her nose is visible. Naughty bite. Fine then, I'm gonna sleep in your room. But as I try to remove myself from the situation, I find myself in horror that my pajamas appear to be staying behind. Mikoto's holding in too tightly. Oh, sigh. The hell are you trying to do, you dumb pig? If you go, then Pero will go too. Whatever. I surrender and I crawl back into my bed and my pajamas. Listen, this is just for tonight, okay? I'm not gonna let this become a habit. Uh-huh. Close my eyes, listening to Mikoto's breathing in her sleep. I myself lie awake. I'm too busy thinking about that stupid stalker girl. That I've met this Mikoto a long time ago. Then she must be the one figure to whom I was able to whisper the name Mikoto Sawari. But then... Of course you don't. After all, back then she was... She was... I roll onto my side and whisper into Mikoto's sleeping face. Who were you, you dumb pig? That's what I want to know. Her eyes open a crack. You awake? There's another clue. What? That hill. I think I was there for a long time. That hill? Okay, let's go there tomorrow. Uh-huh. Good night, pig. Fall back into my dreams. Those precious days. I thought we'll be together forever. It's what I wanted. Then I thought that I had been thrown away. That's why I thought I couldn't forgive you. A girl's voice goes into my sleep and wakes me. I just couldn't forgive you. Mikoto's voice. Her lips are moving slightly. A tear glistens in her eyes. Glistens in the moonlight that peeps in through the curtains. Now it hangs on to my Thursday, January 21st. I waken naturally. According to my alarm clock, I've still got a little time before I actually need to rise. Slip out of bed nonetheless, moving carefully as to not wake Mikoto, who is curled up fast asleep beside me. Downstairs, Auntie is already slaving over the hot stove. You up early today. Did you think you could go and wake everyone else too? Sure. I've been planning to anyway. When I get back to my room, however, I find myself not waking Mikoto, but rather gazing at her sleeping, dumb face. It arouses a strange, complex feeling somewhere unreachably deep within my chest. A trembling feeling, as though something is stirring up this sediment in the base of my heart. I stand there lost to the passage of time, gazing into her face and trying to comprehend what I feel. I stare at her for long. I stare at her for so long that the shadows of her form remain superimposed in my sight whenever I look. Then I close my eyes and leave without waking her. I'm going on ahead, Mikoto. Oh, wait for me! She powers downstairs, having only just finished dressing. Hurry up, or else I'll leave you behind, you dumb pig. It's not my fault. The alarm clock didn't go off. That's because I turned it off before I left the room, you dumb pig. Oh, yes it did. You must have turned it off in your sleep. What? Really? You can do that? Looking puzzled, she begins to tie her shoes. You can put those things on when you get there, you dumb pig. My socks would end up all dirty if I did that. Yuichi won't care, he's got a foot fetish. I'm off. We depart as noisily as ever. Will you be okay? I won't have to run. How about you? Yeah, I'll be okay. The road we take is still heaved with snow that fell last night. Mikoto is treading on it deliberately. May you be careful, you dumb pig. Splat. My warning is seconds too late and Mikoto plows face first into the ground. And right after I tell you to, sheesh, you dumb pig. Ow! You alright? She struggles to her feet and scrapes the mud from her face. I help her clean the dirt off her clothes. Yeah, I'm okay. I wish I could say the same thing about you. But you just waste a lot of my time. Are you gonna be late? If I don't over you dumb pig. Let's hurry then. Nope, I'm gonna hurry after we split up. Otherwise you'll fall over again. Will you be okay? Probably. Ow! I'm sorry. Start walking again, her face now rather red. We're going there today, aren't we? That's the idea. We exchange these words, and the last corner, and then Mikoto turns away by herself. Past the girl again at lunchtime. I do my best to pretend not to notice her. Either she doesn't see me or she's doing the same. It's not like we have anything to talk about right now. I don't feel like getting stabbed. Apart from the subject we all agreed not to mention. Sit down, everybody. School ends. You took your time. As usual, Mikoto was waiting for me by the gates. I'm nearly frozen. Sorry. I glanced at the sky as I apologized. The clouds lie thick and low, speaking in an Italian accent to the wind and the snow. Looked like snow. Yeah, again. We still have to go. I'll buy you some pork bun on the way back. Ow! I'm hungry. Can't you buy them before we go, please, dear? Okay, let's eat on the way. Yay! Shoulder to shoulder, we climbed the narrow path through the trees. Ground is treacherous underfoot. This is completely covered in red leaves. Splotch! A dreadful sound, and I spin around. I'm not wholly surprised to see Mikoto face down in dirt. Face down in the dirt. You really don't have a good balance, do you? Just like your mother's skinny plays. She doesn't have good balance either. She falls over all the time too. Ow! Incredible. She appears to have managed to shield herself, to shield her half-eaten pork bun from the rush to the fall. She shoves it into her mouth as she gets up. This takes priority over cleaning off her clothes. Come here. I knocked the rest of the leaves off her jacket. The dirt is beginning to get a bit integrated. Ingrained. As you would expect, given that this is at least the second time she's gone rolling in the wood today, the dumb pig. You better get this put in the wash as soon as we get home. Yeah, okay. Well, I should do it for now. I start patting and straightening up. Hey, Yuichi? What is it? Can I hold on to your coat so I don't fall over again? Sure. She takes me by the hand, but I'm sure she's holding on tight. I start to walk again. The pretty hill, with no snow. The trees part before us, and we emerge into the meadow where I found her a couple of days ago. The place seems strangely familiar for somewhere I've only been once. Oh wait, what were that the case? But this is the point Mikoto and I have in common. Yes. There aren't any houses up here. But I just know I lived here a long time. She looks at me intently. Curicio and Curiosia. Cannot pronounce that word. My English is bad. Ow! She dashes off. All of a sudden. Hey, where are you going off to? I follow her. Pushing my way through the thickets. Find her standing in front of a little clearing. Huh? What's wrong? She's staring at the ground, her face tense. And for some reason, I get the impression her eyes are not focused on the here and now. She's looking into the past, at a scene that took place many, many years ago. I know it, and I know how I know. I'm being confronted with memories from my own past. Memories pushing back in from the forgetfulness, triggered by the Stalker Girl's words. What I'm beginning to realize, in fact, is that I really might have met Mikoto in the past. But I don't have any certainty, just a feeling. And it's not a feeling I can easily accept. I have to doubt it. I have to continue to deny it. It's not a good feeling. That's why I stopped the stupid Stalker Girl from telling me. That's why I deposited that deep sentiment to the bottom of my heart. To bury the wild ideas that lay there. Now I'm beginning to realize that those stupid ideas not be in fact be quite so far-fetched. Miketo's eyes are brimming with tears. The feeling, the memory, churns more and more within me. This is where we parted that day. I had expected her to leave me then. I knew she could. But she just sat there in front of me. So I left her instead. I abandoned her. I looked around as I went and saw those expressionless eyes staring after me. Mikoto opens her mouth slightly. She hesitates, as though trying to put something into words. Has her memory came back? And if so, what sort of memory would that be? Mikoto? Punches me as hard as she can. In the face. From all the times she'd be there. Time to get punched back in the face for once. What the hell did you do that for, you dumb pig? I don't know. Couldn't help it. So please don't do anything to me. Please don't beat me and bury me in the snow. You expect me to let you hit me for no reason and then forgive you just like that and not beat you up? But it's just that I felt like I had something really, really bad happen here. I don't know how to reply. If my impossible feeling is true, if such fantastic things really happen, then I guess I probably did have that coming. It's cold, isn't it? She sighs, a puff white. The puff of white. Here, I guess. Ow! It's snowing. Whiteness flutters past my eyes. We should get home before it gets any heavier. I guess. So we really had met before. Yurichi, Yurichi. Someone's pounding on my door. What is it now? As I reply, my door swings open and Mikeji's head pokes in. Please knock or yell, but not both at the same time. It's too much noise, you dumb pig. You're so unfair. You complain if I come in without warning, then you complain if I do. You heard of the term halfway. It's when you don't get to do either. Whatever. Hey, listen, okay? I brought some new manga. She barges into the room and flourishes it proudly. So what? Am I supposed to care? There are a lot of really hard words. Flips through the pages to show me. I don't see anything particularly difficult. You're just stupid. Why do you always have to call me names? I'm not stupid. Then go learn to read. How? That gives me a great idea. I don't want to know. You like reading too, don't you? Not that sort of thing. Look here, I'll let you read it with me. If you read it out loud, we'll kill two birds with one stone. She edges up and plunks herself down beside me and opens it hopefully. Do it like Momito Leo. Momito Leo. Or 1943. Real name Momito is an actor among other things, including the star role of whatever of Rings Heroniamisi. I'm so terrible at Japanese words. I am not a reader. Hello, are you listening to a word I say, you dumb pig? Ow! I don't care about your manga, and I don't care about you, and I don't want to do an impression either. I am not a voice actor. Why not? Because I'm busy masturbating. But you aren't doing anything. So what? That doesn't mean I want to read manga to you and do stupid voices like Skitty Plays. Oh, fine, I'll get Aunt to read to me. Wow, she's finally gets the message. What? Aren't you here because everyone else has already turned you down like the dumb little pig you are? No, I came to you first. I guess it's kind of nice in a way to think that you can rely on me. Not really, you're just the least busy. Go on. Get out of my sight and have Auntie read it to you. I roll away to face the wall. Just kidding. Ow! Come on, Yurichi, let's read it together. It's quite funny watching Mikoto. The Visor approach in the hopes of finding a way to persuade me. I give up. can't really let her go and bother Auntie. He'll be busy getting dinner ready. And she's right anyway. I don't have anything better to do. Reluctantly, I roll back over. So we lie side by side, propped up on our elbows. Are you serious? You can't read this? The set is full of harder birds. But read the stuff I lent you before, couldn't you? How is this any different? That was aimed at kids. No, I think this is the kiddie stuff, stupid. Whatever, go on and read it anyway. I'm going to, just give me a chance, okay? Some room to breathe. Did I push? Let's see if you do that. Stop breathing on my hand, saying it's annoying. So is you complaining about every little thing. Fine, calm down, you dumb pig. Can you see now? Then I will begin. Love is a sudden thing. Oh man. I hope this is not all gonna be all sappy galley stuff. Dare to criticize it, read it, and dare to read it in an American accent either. Bedaya Wire Strikes, Ava Mars Salalai. It doesn't say that, and stop reading it in an American accent. Dying of your notice. Even as I joke, I begin to lose awareness of what I'm even saying. As I become more conscious of my coach's little body by my side. Really, Luigi? As I become more conscious of my coach's little body by my side, realize something. This is just like it was back then. When I laid down to read, she was there beside me. I tried prodding her cheek. Ow! What was that for? Nothing in particular. Hurry up and continue. Okay, chill. And thus we pass the time till dinner. Unusually quiet for us. If we discount the squawks of outrage every time I try to improve the story with one of my American accents. Don't worry, I'll come back. I swear it. I'll come back to be with you. No, to marry you. Till then, farewell, my love. And there it ends. Blair, what's right? Sappy cliche ending. Shut up. Some of us are trying to savor the moment. That wasn't a sigh of disappointment. Yuichi, I'm just glad I only wasted my time on this and not my money. They'd be so mean. You're supposed to be like... Oh, it was such a nice story. And what's wrong with it anyway? Good lord, you really do lap all this crap up, don't you? Look, marriage is not like, ooh, romantic. It's just torture G, and then divorce. Even if it isn't always lovely, do you have to always spoil my dreams? I'm not trying to spoil anything. Just making sure you don't end up with unrealistic expectations. Shut up, Yuichi. You will thank me for it one day. When you're an old cat lady with no flipping... You just don't like thousands of cats and all little neighborhood kids call you old cat lady and just throw stones at you all the time. gonna be grim for whoever you marry. Relax, at least you're safe. I would never marry a dumb little pig like you. I sort of think so. I would bite your tongue off if you tried. Kinky? She slams the manga shut and storms out. Later that night, I lie still, staring up towards the ceiling. Darkness surrounds it. Though wide awake, I feel like I'm dreaming. Like I lost my heart of reality on the hillside this afternoon and never got it back. It's a long, long dream. That once upon a time, back when I was a kid, I saved the fox cub on that hill. One that had been attacked by something. He was so badly hurt that he could barely move. That I took it home and nursed it back to health. That it was my constant companion. That I taught it all sorts of things. For 2 weeks till it was better. That's all. What kind of tale could that possibly inspire? What was it that began during those weeks? Surely this is one of many fleeting events from my distant past. Nothing more. A dream. Surely. Friday, January 22nd. Two days instead of one. Because the first day was kind of short. I didn't want a really short episode again like last episode. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to leave a little fox down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to become one of my skittens. Don't forget to follow me on Blue Sky for updates. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams.
A wish star in a candy jar, twinkling bright like a neon guitar, chasing dreams with the moon as my guide. Every step, the universe open wide.